From IsReal News, this is the evening briefing for Friday, March 6th. Air raid sirens sounded again across central and southern Israel, as well as parts of the West Bank, after additional launches from Iran. Israeli air defenses intercepted the incoming projectiles, and authorities say no injuries were reported from the latest barrage. This comes as Iran continues repeated missile launches for another day of the conflict. Earlier in the day, the Israel Defense Forces reported striking more than 400 targets inside Iran. Israeli officials also reported significant strikes in Lebanon. The development follows continued Israeli and American military operations aimed at Iranian military infrastructure. U.S. President Donald Trump said the United States will increase production of precision-guided weapons after meeting with major American defense manufacturers. Trump said the companies agreed to expand production significantly. The move reflects efforts to replenish and scale advanced weapon supplies during the ongoing conflict. Trump also reiterated that he is demanding unconditional surrender from Iran. In an interview with Israeli media, he said Iran could either surrender or reach a point where it can no longer continue fighting. This comes as U.S. officials describe the current phase of the conflict as the second stage of operations. The White House says completing the current military operation in Iran could take between 4 and 6 weeks. This occurs as U.S. forces continue coordinated strikes alongside Israel. Iran's deputy foreign minister warned that any European country joining the attacks against Iran would become a legitimate target for retaliation. The statement came in an interview with France 24. This follows reports that several European countries have moved naval assets toward the Middle East, while calling for diplomatic efforts to end the conflict. Reuters reports that a drone attack targeted a U.S. military base near Baghdad International Airport, where American diplomatic personnel are also present. Authorities are assessing the situation. This occurs as Iranian-aligned groups continue activity around U.S. facilities in the region. U.S. Central Command said Iranian forces have carried out attacks affecting multiple countries in the Middle East and warned that such actions will not go unanswered. The statement noted drone launches toward civilian areas in Bahrain. This comes as regional militaries remain on high alert. In diplomatic developments, Bloomberg reports that Saudi Arabia is conducting direct talks with Iran through a diplomatic channel aimed at de-escalating the conflict. Officials say the discussions involve support from several regional and European governments. The move reflects ongoing attempts to contain the widening confrontation. Azerbaijan's security service announced the arrest of a group it says was operating on behalf of Iran's Revolutionary Guards and planning attacks on Jewish and Israeli targets in Baku. Authorities say potential targets included the Israeli embassy, a central synagogue, and a pipeline. This comes as several countries report suspected Iranian-linked activity beyond the battlefield. Associated Press reports that Russia may have provided Iran with information that could help identify American aircraft and military assets in the region. U.S. intelligence officials say they have not confirmed how the information may have been used. The report follows growing concerns about wider international involvement in the conflict. Reuters also reports that Hezbollah has rebuilt significant missile and drone stockpiles with Iranian assistance in preparation for a possible future war with Israel. Sources say the group resumed rearmament following the ceasefire that ended the previous round of fighting in 2024. This occurs as regional armed groups reassess their positions during the current escalation. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.